The Dallas Fuel versus the Hangzhou Spark. First seed versus the 12th seed. Quite literal, like, people use this in casting all the time. The Dallas Fuel laid down the beat to sustain through the damage of the Kitsune Rush, but the Spark used theirs a little bit later. Remember, it's 85% on the board, and the Dallas Fuel can cycle themselves onto point now. Ultimate for Edison, can he click the hits? Gushway's trying to make it look at him, and that's it's perfect, successful distraction technique. Alfie jumps to the back, Death Blossom kills too, as the Dallas Fuel end up losing the point.
Lots of sustain, and the Primal Rage is 2 for both Winstons.
Alfie looking to try and set up something rather big. He goes pretty low. No, someone heal him. No, Spark ends up taking him down. He had to use the Wraith Form early on in that fight and couldn't escape. And he had an ultimate in his back pocket. The Dallas Fuel only used their Primal and their beat to come back in. The Spark are left with 3 ultimates, but it doesn't matter. The Dallas Fuel end up picking off Alfie.
So now you're waiting for that cooldown to come back online so you can use it to get into a position to use the Death Blossom.
Kitsune Rush, like, perfectly placed there by Teru right across the point. So in the advance from the Spark, they were able to use that pushing forward. When you are in the Kitsune Rush, you leave it. You do have a brief... His team are doing more than enough damage. Oh, the Suzu and Spark was like gone. A nice kill from Fielder onto Teru, but it's only 2 of them left on the points. Even a Kitsune Rush once again to kind of take control, but there's just too many bodies from the Spark. And this should just be the round done, dusted. Well, Fearless is back in, but it's only him. Overtime will disappear in a blink of an eye, and the Spark, they're going to tie up control. That perch from Shy. Railgun. Overclock available. Double overclock. Bubble's gone down though, so we can't get a nice sightline, and look at that. The Hangzhou Spark recognize this and end up just dashing forwards with that beat, but the health bars are just falling. Edison once again just kind of free firing. Somehow in the thick of things, the Spark do end up finding the flip, so a nice bit of percentage off there, but Chia with a double boop. All right, that's one way to end a team fight. Primary from Gushway could be rather big, but that Death Blossom is getting so much damage down. No immediate kills, but Phyllis and Chia were there to clean up. Alfie is dead, and the Hangzhou Spark history in this first map, it feels like. Gushway, if he gets a 5-man Primal Blade there, I will eat a hat. Maybe a saucepan as well, I'm not sure. Overtime is ticking down, and it's really just staggered members at this point. I don't think there's any hope. There's no ultimates on the side of the Spark, and nope, they're not going to see any point presence at all. Making sure the payload is contested. It's only a couple of meters before it is put in, and now Chia isolated with a bubble. A perfect pick-off by Gushway. And yep, this Kitsune Rush, unfortunately, the road's getting paved over with Sparks by the looks of it. 1 minute and 13 seconds to go, but look at this. Actually, the Dallas Fuel, I spoke a little bit too soon. Sparkle just jumps into the fray and takes down 2.
Wow, okay, so Kitsune Rush gets used first, and
Teru teleports away, getting out the line of sight of Edison, and that overclock completely negated by the Spark's offense. There's the Death Blossom. The Reaper putting in work now for the Spark as they clean up. No hope for a comeback here from the Fuel, but a lot of time burnt there, Rose. She's straight in, tries to go for a fadeaway kill, but it doesn't happen. The Hangzhou Spark come up rather large, though, with the Death Blossom on the point, killing Sparkle. There's still a man advantage for the Spark as Alpha Yi is putting in the work. Dallas Fuel so close to their own Kitsune Rush, but it doesn't end up working out. Alpha Yi also already burned the Wraith Form. There it is. Edison just plonks on his little head. Little Goomba Stomper attempted one. Alpha Yi more like Sigma Yi in that fight. Edison stood no chance, and neither does the rest of the Dallas Fuel. Look at this.
But Teru has been hitting these Kitsune Rushes perfectly.
Yeah, Fielder's not using his just yet, and Sparkle takes advantage of Teru stepping forward, being rather over aggro. No Swift Step available, maybe, or maybe just caught him by surprise. Sparkle fire machine guns right now. They aren't Hellfire shotguns at all. Shy, Alpha Yi dead. DPS missing for the Spark, but it is now under a minute. Exactly what the Spark wanted. A nice Suzu to keep Gushway alive, at least for a brief moment before he takes a face full of lead. 40 seconds to go. Spark have another contest, maybe, just maybe. Alpha Yi triple blink onto the point. Teru trying to touch. Doesn't get there in time. Invested for a lot of space from the Spark. Even a Death Blossom straight on top of themselves to try and be a little bit more defensive. Dallas Fuel had to use their beat to sustain themselves through it as Gushway is the first to fall. Shy next as overtime is in session. The Dallas Fuel looking like they're going to hold here. But what an impressive push from the Hangzhou Spark. All off of a single minute. to juggle contest here, just waiting for those cooldowns to come up. You can see Edison trying to take an aggressive stance here. Alpha Yi noticing that he has no Wraith Walk available. They bubble him so he can't get healed. There's the beat from the Spark. They got the ultimate from Teru coming out rather soon, but Shy's already taking care of the team. The Dallas Fuel unable to break that first point open. A team kill for the Spark as they tie the series up.
Whoo, boy. Those Kitsune rushes them. Oh my gosh, look at the sticky bombs too, just onto Fearless's face.
He is getting rolled, but no, it's all good. Suzu was there to help him out. Nice. Wow. What a stick for Sparkle too. Oh, Sparkle. Okay. Alfie, Teru, Shy, turn to Cinder. Whatever. Say the Spark. 2 minutes to go, and here comes the Kitsune rush straight onto the final point, and now the Dallas Fuel can move on forward. You got to be careful. Eddie's shooting fast, and he's nearing that overclock. A couple of meters to go. Spark end up touching the point just in time, but not in time to save Gushwei. Teru lays down the Kitsune rush, but no perfect pick up there from Shy. Sparkle was trying to get back to the rest of the team using the teleport, but wasn't able to as Shy picks him out. They haven't, the Spark don't have Teru, but it doesn't matter because Super Rich had the beat. Shy focused eventually, but the overwhelming presence from the Spark right now pushing them forward. They've still got control over this payload, but the spawns are in the Dallas Fuel's favor right now as Edison overclocks and takes down Super Rich. Teru, not long for this world, I can imagine, as Sparkle does chase him down a few meters before.
There to be able to use it.
Yeah, okay, they do manage to get that touch, so overtime triggered. Gushwei, Primal, up in the air as Teru touches the point. The Dallas Fuel have to drop and get there, but no, Shio taking it to the back line. Teru ends up getting focused down. A nice little leap there onto Fearless, and Dallas Fuel just kind of working around towards these ultimates. Sparkle, Edison, they are the ones you want to look at right now. They've got to get these ults online to stand a chance in this fight. There's the Death Blossom, everything thrown in. The Spark's journey on Dorado looking like it's going to end here. The Dallas Fuel up a map now. Oh yeah, long straight road to be repaved. They know they just need to play it. There's the Kitsune rush. Yep, cuts off the road. Oh, what a shot by Shy. Shuts down fielding yet again. Can the Dallas Fuel hold on? They're not done quite yet. Alfie and Super Rich bite the dust. As the Dallas Fuel, they're in the lead. That Kitsune rush, more often than not, Rose, especially in this meta, has just been a Q to win button. What's he gonna vaporize? Edison, right in front of his face, trying to go for an ego peek, but the jump kind of lands short, and Phyllis takes him out. Shy tried to get onto the opposite high ground there, but ends up just getting focused down by Fearless. The bot is currently in contention with the Spark and the Fuel, but with the main damage dealer down for the Spark, it's quite unlikely they're able to finish this one off. Nice Suzu to keep Fearless in. There we go. Bot regained control by the Spark. Nice work. I still kind of jostling around. Gushwei's not able to kind of pay attention to Edison right now, but the straightaway might be in their favor as Shy unleashes the overclock. Fearless falling, Edison dead, and Sparkle not long for this world. Does get booped in the air. Sparkle still finding value, but Shy still taking it to him. A couple of free meters maybe for the Dallas Fuel here as both Super Rich and Shio taking the honorable 1v1. You love to see it. Super Rich does bow this one out. Fuel, a couple of meters to go. Gushwei had to use that Primal Rage, but his health's barred to dwindle it, and so with the hope and dreams of the Spark to try and end this one. Edison, it ends when he says it ends. The Dallas Fuel still pretty low in terms of health bars, but Fielder and Shio topping them up from the back lines, and even Shio earning himself the beat. Then look at Edison's positioning right now, absolute chat mode. But Shy ends up finishing him off. There's 4 seconds to go, and now the Spark in control of the bots have to be perfect. Time situation, it will end up winning you a fight. Super Rich and the rest of Spark have to play passive. They need this beat, or they need a huge Death Blossom from Alpha Yi. The beat from the Fuel pushes them forward. Kitsune rush, so everybody from the Fuel can benefit. The Beyblade's working out for them, and Super Rich built up enough time for the beat. And now the Dallas Fuel with no overhealth left. Alpha Yi struggling to find targets, but Fearless is not. Perfectly juggling Shy away from the fight as he takes him down. Gushwei also falls, and that will be it. Not to full completion, but Dallas Fuel will take the dub 3-1 over the Spark.
What a hard-fought match coming out here from both teams, but Dallas Fuel, big win for them as a confidence booster.